All right. Nuke. Strife. Party Astronauts. Strife starting on the CT side, but it is Party Astronauts map pick, and they did just get the stuffing kicked out of them on Inferno. Can we get a rally here? Can we get a little bit of spice, a little bit of momentum? I think this pistol round could be a bit of a tempo setter. I just want to see if they maybe go back into some of those tendencies from Inferno, if they're going to be a little bit more willing to fight. They will give up the ramp for free. They're not set up for this. There's a player who'll make his way down vent, but it's just going to be Sixy who has any chance to really deny this bomb plan. And so Party Astronauts get this site for free.
That they do. Jonji looking to fight a little bit more as he'll chip some damage down onto 60. This retake, oh, it's trying to go quick, but just as fast as they're in, they're knocked straight on down now. Just slight. And he's going to have to find something big in this one. Kit in his hands and full HP. These are good things, but it's 3 players on the other side. And DJ, oh, he's not only fouling info, but he's taking the head. Party Astronauts fast down lower. And a quick entry to their first round.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan was there for lower from Strife, right? Your one ramp player's playing hell instead of ramp, so they can't actually fall in to defend the site. They're just going to back away. So your basic plan, easy 5-man retake, but then Sixy's kind of going ahead of it, gets caught out a bit. Then you've got the players flying through decon very aggressively. Bit of a weird one. Not the most encouraging round if you're looking for Strife to have much of a plan here, but we'll see. Still plenty of time. DJ will get himself first blood here. It is a forced buy-in from Strife, so they have bet some substantial capital on this one. Here we go. Slight and stamina. Okay, 3 bodies hit the floor all at once. Massive advantage now. Players have gotten down. Ben Leet has turned this around into a 2v2. They had no business being here, certainly Strife. They've done this before, and they might just do it again. The advantage given up. It's all going to be on to Eris. And at this point, Jonji's found the upper site. He does not have to commit towards lower. Ben Lee can come back up. Eris might recognize this. They're not making a move. They got so much time. Got to be wary about this heaven play. Ben Lee doesn't seem to expect it. He's going to stick the bomb. Eris might just walk out here. He's going to. That bomb did go down. Little bit of an odd read here. And Jonji, no health, is not really going to be able to take this, but he's just here to harass now. Gonna try for the reposition. And Eris wants to go in for the fight, recognizing that that's his best chance of actually taking this round. Thunderfoot, and now Jonji will be drawn back in. Eris is expecting him out towards Squeaky, but Jonji's been in hut the whole time. There was the swing around. Eris heard him. Doesn't have the read. Doesn't have the kit. He's going to give this up on time. He's going to lose the round on time. He's backing away. Jonji had 7 points of health. And he wins that one while barely firing a bullet.
At least for Strife, Jonji will die, but still, that HP was so far ticked, and Jonji just plays it to perfection. The tuck close on the corner. He had the right read. He knew what was going on. An inch further, and that's a round for Strife. Still,
it was a 4v2.
Still, at least they did damage, I guess, but it's a bomb down. It's T-side economy. It doesn't mean the world. And look what they've bought in around it. Sure, Eris keeps that AK, but no one else has anything to speak of. It's just pistols. And Party Astronauts in this round already have pressure outside. But Eris wants to make a play. He knows that the onus is on him, and Sixy has walked up close. Does Sixy get cleared? No. Takes one, and Eris grabs another. The bomb is felled straight down onto the floor. Joel's does die, but Sixy now charges forward. Lobby taken. Do they know about Cynic? Not quite, but he's whiffing. Only finds one on the spray, so it's Jonji yet again in the clutch. 1 versus 3. Slight's recovered a gun. And has the right angle, but was not ready in time. But that gives away Jonji's position, and up above it's Eris. On an off angle, nade forward. Great damage. 60's low. This Mac 10. Oh, it can eat away. And he jiggles in and out. He needs to find the kill, but 60 just not giving it. And it's Eris up top to lock it down. 1 gun, Mike. That's all it took for Strife to steal a round.
Party Astronauts not prepared for the lobby crunch there. It wasn't even like a full commit into a lobby crunch, right? But 60 gets that 1 kill out by Trophy going in towards the vending machine. And then it all falls apart. Big blunder for them, and what a recovery for Strife. What a way to correct the sins of that previous, right? 4v2? Who cares? We won the one that mattered. We won the round where we just had 1 gun. Now we can actually put an economy behind this. We've got an AWP as well. got to avoid dropping to the deco here. Then it's kind of smooth sailing for a little bit. Now, avoiding the deco is the different story entirely. They're going much more passive into this one. The aggression is gone, vaporized. They're not doing it. Why not? They've got the advantage. Just settle back, sit on your haunches, and let something happen. As I say that, though, Sixy wants to go adventuring. He wants to go exploring, and he is going to catch a player isolated. DJ with no help there. If there was a second player over by the door hinges, he might have been in trouble. But there's not, so it's a moot point.
Outside, the Deagle. We'll try and find something for Bentley, but thus far, nothing really picked up. Slight wants to reestablish himself on a line outside. There's only 2 smokes to speak of. Janji not in a position to help with his, so Party Astronauts maybe reconsider the outside play. No, they're going for it, and Slight's trained. He's worried that they'll try and be a wrap towards the upper site, but that assessment incorrect. As Janji still holds below, the cross has been made. Now this starts to get really dangerous because there's 2 players close towards the ramp. No one directly contesting. This bomb will go down, and it will fall to the retake. Unless?
Sixy trying to deny. That bomb is definitely being planted. Now they got to be a bit wary about giving up the numbers. They're not going to do so. It's looking fine for the retake. Cynic at least gets some blood drawn here, but he's out in no man's land. This is going to be really tough. They'll swing him. Shots go wide. Pone alone, doing the damage, making this costly, making it expensive, and they will be able to recover the round, but 3 bodies dropped there is not ideal. You had the numbers. You were pressuring in. You give up a bomb plant. You give up 3 casualties there. Oof. This is another round where it starts to get hairy for Strife. But they convert. And they should have another round against an eco to be able to build a little capital.
Capital secured. At least something. They're going to stay pretty close to the breaking point, though.
Ooh,
1 or 2
Tech9
losses
play.
here, and that economy starts to get rough. But they have a gift. Party Astronauts has been stuck down to the text. They're not going to continue to play these forced by wars, so
I have
We'll
this.
have to
I have this tingling that this.
you have
might
an
be the
image in your
Tech9
head
round.
of a Tech-9 ripping off the head of Sixy. Then that gun gets
Oh, he's
grabbed.
still
Then we
alive.
go lower and we get planted. And now Eris dies. No. The story's falling apart. The fairy tale slipping away. But still, magic can happen, right? There's a little bit left in the tank. It's a healthy Pone alone. It's a tech in his hand. And it's in a lower sight, but oh, it is not free by any margin. They'll line up. Slight. He'll take them both. 1 shot with the AWP to shut the round on down. A little bit of damage is good, but no bomb plant means that Strife will keep things going.
So here's the thing. I think if Sixy goes down while only getting 1 kill instead of 2, this could be a very different round. But nice hold from him. The first Tech9 player out, I think maybe even thought he had that kill. Didn't quite bring it through. So that was dangerous. But this is one where Strife weathered the storm in a big way. And denying the bomb plant as well means there'll be major limitations to the utility in this one. Ponela wants to go poking, but also recognizes the risk. So he puts his nades down for the moment. There's a flashbang in. Sixy clears. Nicely done, and he can't be traded. He's away like a thief in the night. Just yoinks that kill and gets out of there. And like many criminals, kind of looks like he wants to return to the scene of his crime.
Janji. Outside, he'll hold. No one's peeking too deep. Man advantage. Strife is fine. Just hold on to this one in the mid-round. Janji wants to bite off something more. They're trying to set this one up likely for a split towards A, but where's the bomb? It's down below. Oh no, Janji. He's been spotted off guard. Jules takes him, so now this bomb is split, but the vent drop, that is successful, but Sixy, he's on the site, and he's already found the first. Swings back around, but not in time. Bentley takes him, and the AWP misses the shot. Can the bomb come down? Not yet. Utility deployed forward, damage being dealt, but the CT's there on the scene. Cynic has to fight. The choice has been made for him, and he's so close. Spots out the ult, but cannot get it done. Bomb is down, but this round might be done. No, Bentley still in it. He's getting wrapped, needs to isolate these duels, and it was still in his hand. A moment away from the plant, but just a tap. A reattempt. Slight jiggling in and out. Next tap. Does this call for the swing? Eris will eventually commit to it and shuts things down, but it got scary.
So many of these rounds get so close to being dangerous. Seeing the big performances come through here. 177 ADR for 6E, right? He's got 7 kills. He's not even top of the board in that, but he's putting in so much damage from the ramp position that he's softening up these players for the later ones. It's been another pistol round. Party Astronauts starting to get a little frustrated, I'd imagine. They're getting so many of these rounds close and dangerous and not able to crack them through. And at this point, despite losing a lot of numbers, they have built up a bit of a bank here on the Strife side, and this is going to be a good round for it. It's looking A-okay, all on to Cynic. The fast A play gets obliterated. They get caught up in Hut and mowed down, and there's just nothing doing here.
Nothing doing. 5-2 now. For how risky this start was looking, Strife has recovered in a really big way. Now the momentum heavily behind them. I'll have to contend with another buy, though. Party Astronauts, Pwn alone with an op, and rifles in the hands of the rest of his team. So where do they take this one? Outside control has been gifted over. They've consistently been able to get Janji down secret and drop their way to lower. The issue has been with the post plant. We saw that yesterday, too. Our Party Astronauts always got that lower sight, but could never quite hold on. But maybe this round will be different, because Pwn alone has taken down the op on the other side of Slight. And now options open again. Janji yet to crack the board, but in a good position to do so. Stamina will hold close, wary of some kind of cross, but Janji has a utility and just holds. They're looking for the reaggression, and you can see Strife toying with the idea. They have a player up towards secret. That's great information, so they should know that this one is likely to end towards that A site. They're set up for it, but Party Astronauts is still pausing, waiting. Bomb now recovered.
Look at how much space Janji has in towards heaven. Is this being held for? It's not. It's not being held for at all. You got to play your second vent, but the Hut player is going to be exposed before Stamina can even see this. I think there's someone coming around ladder just now. That's going to be 6E. Oh, this could be bad. This could be really bad. Big kill from Joel's. A second as well. 6E goes down for free. Now they know they've lost heaven, but the second vent player works out. It's still a 2-on-2. 25 seconds as well. Puts a huge time pressure onto the Party Astronauts. That heaven play did not come around in time. There's a smoke available for Stamina. He will just stay alive. The nade will finish him. Nothing doing there. No getting away. So it's all onto Eris. And they've gone towards lower. They avoid Eris. They knew they had to get that bomb down. They knew they had no time. And Eris is going to be forced to chase straight into the crosshair of Cynic. There's the round that cracks through. So many of these got so very close. And finally, the Party Astronauts bring one over the line.
But despite the play for Janji, the missed timing to lose that space up towards heaven, the recovery is great. The play up from secret, take a double off of that. Party Astronauts, though, were able to quickly adapt after finding that kill. If that secret player gets away, tucks back down, it's a different story, but he had bitten off slightly more than he can chew and could not get more than 2 frags in it. Still, the Strife economy, it's all right. They'll be able to reinvest into this round and have a little bit of a cushion. Not much, but something left in the tank. As Pwn alone is outside. Slight smoked off the line. This op duel was how we got started last time, and Slight will look to change that as there is a slight gap for Slight, but he can't capitalize.
It's one of those puns you can't help but make. The worst is anytime you cast big in a match.
It's a big round.
Just have to try and stay away from it. It's impossible. It's impossible to keep that one out of your vocabulary. Joel's will keep Janji out of his secret vocabulary. Slide him right on out of there. Janji is not having the same game he was on Inferno.
No.
1-9 to this point. He's still doing damage, right? And here's the thing as well. His monstrous performance came on the CT side. And he did slow down a bit. He was still very good on the T side, but just
but there also wasn't a big sample size of rounds, let's be honest, on their T side.
Yeah, fair.
And
fair
he
point.
got 5 kills. He was doing fine, let's be honest. But let's zero back in. Joel's has done well to start with that frag, and he has a really well-timed smoke. Keeps the Party Astronauts locked behind a wall of gray, but they're lining up, waiting for the Fae to flash forward. A kill found. Bomb has dropped forward, but Joel's is forced to retreat. He'll hop up. Oh, this is so well played. The off angle. Does he get checked? Surely they clear him, and they do. But the rotations, have they come in time? 60's here, but he loses his life. Stamina peeks forward, so does the AWP. Now it's just Pwn. The op, it's in his hands, but the bomb, it is not, and he will fall. a quick recovery for Strife.
Just as important as Jules' 2 kills in that round is the time that he buys. Getting back, forcing them to chase him, to deal with that kill because they know they can't get a sight if they don't deal with him. And then he sets up his 2 teammates to come through from the shutter, from the ramp, and steal that round away. Not even steal it, just confirm it. So really big play from Jules. Obviously, he gets the first one, but really buying the time is important there. John G's out in the open. This is awkward. He's just standing there. They don't know the mini player's here. Stamina's got 2 kills. Stamina finally silenced. They're going to be able to get the cooling tower player, and suddenly it's come back the other way. So there we go. The space is made by the entry. Now they've got it. That's a round. When we talk about how an entry is more than just their kills, it's about the space that's being made. That's a round where you can exemplify it. Good utility usage, though. Good nades in. They're anticipating the lower play off of that. That's not going to happen. So now Slight and 6 are going to have to get back in towards Heaven or decide what they actually want to do. But it's 2-on-2, and this bomb's down A. 6 at the least will come back up A, up in towards Heaven. A flashbang to get him over the lip. He's got no one close at hand, but he has at least gained entry in towards the site. Got to win that duel. He's not going to do so. Slight follows him. Bit surprised by that, to be quite frank. Bomb planted as it is, this is really hopeless, especially with his smoke not landing where he wanted it to. He's done. He's out. He's wrapped upon. That'll give a 4th round to the Party Astronauts.
And a strong one for them as well. Strife needed to be able to shut that one down, but towards the upper site, Party Astronauts hold well in the post plan. A pause will come through. I'm hoping this is attack from Strife because they need it. Their economy's in an interesting spot. I'm sure part of the reason they're going for this discussion. Over 5K on 2 of these players. You could justify at least a deagle round here. Drop across, hope to have money into that next.
Minimal investment. Little deco spread. A little bit. Oh, they go for the hero rifle. All right. All right. All right. I don't hate it. This used to be a play that was very much associated with the Polish teams. The Polish and CIS teams used to run the hero. Usually the hero AK on a T side was more popular than the hero M4. But we'll see if Stamina can make it pop off. It's harder to make a hero rifle work on the CT side.
Yeah, unless you do something really troll and just deathball. Stamina's sitting in spawn, by the way. Holding all the way back.
Yeah.
Playing a safe angle, trying to catch across. He really does not want to lose this gun. And Secret has already been compromised. John G again has lurked his way into this position. And this time, hey, he's got a whole team behind him. He's got a bomb behind him as well. Cynic is looking to sell something up above. That's kept 4 players there. And Strife looks like they want to make this into some kind of a lobby crunch. But that shouldn't matter. Because the B site's going to be taken.
Nice entry for Cynic as well. He's just the lurker. He gets a second as they try and walk in. Got to do something, right, with just those pistols, and it's just not going to happen. So I guess this is going to turn into a save. They get an extra gun for it. Eris now has a rifle as well. Here we go. That's money made. $2,700 extra dollars being taken on out of this one. Just keep these guns alive, and it's not the worst round in the world. Certainly not, considering the investment in. Not bad at all.
Slight, though. He can go for this. We'll have money for that AWP regardless, so Spinny Deagle. Lucky Deagle, maybe?
Deagle.
Get a shot with it. Let's see what he can do. We'll just hold.
Deagle when?
Now,
the
maybe you should.
Is effectively the fidget spinner of CSGO players.
This is true. This is true. See, if you're a real young player, you need every single gun to be spinny. Every single gun. Right?
It's like the mobile above a baby's crib, you know? You just need
something always has to be moving.
Or make noise.
And if you don't have the money to have every skin be like the most color poppy thing that you can spin around, you need to not only kind of bind something that's combining your inspect and your reload keys so it can kind of wiggle your gun in and out, but you also want to get something to switch the view model back and forth. Just get like a CL view model toggle on like your mouse button or something, and you can just spam that at every venture. It is free as serotonin.
This report brought to you by our Zoomer in the field.
Yeah, just gotta look out for the young folks in CS. As Jules, is there a gap for him?
Nope. Down secret. It's not
Nope,
contested.
they're down
Without a player
secret.
in garage, you really can't do anything about this. Even with that, the smokes are so heavy. What are you going to do? So it's kind of the same play they ran last time. Get everyone down secret, leave Cynic up to just hold lobby, see what they're going to do. And nobody is lower. Not a soul is lower. There has been no adjustment here whatsoever. So, free bomb site. Unless Slight moves real quickly, this is going to be a 5-on-5 retake scenario. And I think that's going to be the case. I'm not even sure this is going to be an attempt from Strife. It's just odd to me that there's been no movement towards lower. Now Slight will give it a look in. But he's been smoked off. There's really nothing doing for that. That bomb's going down. A 5-on-5. I don't really fancy your chances. And you've just lost first blood.
This has got to just be a save now. Surely, maybe that makes them want to greed back into something more.
No.
John G, though, is holding this vent. Yeah, it's got to be a save. And, oh, he's right at the tails. Finds his first kill in the round and his second on the game. Are they poking at this? This is a little interesting, but they won't commit more than the molly towards dark. They know that John G wrap is coming and have to tuck tail away. This secret control has been such an issue. Because how many rounds have we seen Party Astronauts go for it? It feels like 75% of the time there's either a John G down secret or there's an entire team down secret.
It just felt like a weird round, right? It felt like they were planning for failure. Which sometimes you'll see teams set that up when they have an inferior buys where you're not really planning to go for a retake. But in a 5-on-5 with full guns up, it's an odd approach. I don't know. I mean, I guess it was a gamble, but it feels weird to gamble like that in a full gun round where you're on the CT side. Still, doesn't mean they're going to be able to have the rifles up in this one. I feel like there's something I'm missing, but I can't puzzle what it might be. And once again, players are down. This time, event drop will mean that the bomb's just going to go down, and it's a 5-on-5 retake scenario again with Cynic up in lobby. Rinse, repeat. This is the third time this has happened in a row. Second time where Strife have had guns. We'll see if this time they actually do want to fight for it. Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it whatsoever.
And again, there's someone to pinch. Cynic, he should have a free kill here. He should have a free kill here. As he look in the right direction, he's so aware. And John G's charging up. So much pressure. Shoulder shows the spam is coming. You're not escaping that 160. 2 players left. Stamina Slight. Slight is already back in spawn. And Bentley. Oh, no. The stab. It's been done. And Slight is known.
All right, so you've been abused in towards the B site 3 rounds in a row. With slight variations of the same play. And you've basically been setting up to save as soon as that hit comes through. When are you going to fight? Now you're in a very limited buy. What's the adjustment here? You've risked it for the biscuit. The only player saving here is Eris, who's got a 5-7. A little bit of util. And they're going to, surprise, run it down secret.
The opposite. They don't even smoke it off. They don't even smoke it off. They just jump John G across, and it's gonna work. Pwn alone, straight through the box, and he'll find the second connection. Oh, he even wants another one. 60's gonna give it to him. It's a tag. Pwn will repeat the wall bang. Not quite the nade though. That could finish the job from downtown. It's Pwn alone. And now it's just 2 remaining. Pwn wants this ace. He is so hungry for it, and Eris just close on the other side. Holding behind the door. It's a 5-7. Pwn's got the flash. We'll try and force something, and John G will deny the opportunity of an ace. Still, this round should be over. The knife, well, the reply, Eris takes a second with him, but impactless in the end.
I mean, the biggest impact is that he gets 1,500 from the knife kill and can drop a gun over an AWP to be specific.
Sure, but felling 2 players on the Party Astronauts, they are not going to care. The knife is nice money, but other than that, nothing. When are we going to see this outside control fixed? It's the last round and a half. 4 times in a row now. Party Astronauts is just bullying outside.
That time, at least, they try and put the AWP on it, but still, the player gets down, running past the smokes. They're so wary of it. Now they're putting 3 players here to fight outside. And, look, heavy lobby presence. John G just being a nuisance outside. They're winning out every way. This time it's just one guy. He gets 2
Okay.
kills. Slide tried to commit to the very aggro angle on top of the garage roof, and he gets destroyed, dismantled. Party Astronauts are in full control of this now. Now they wrap in towards A. They've got mini control. They're rocking on up the site. The Heaven player is the last remaining threat. He's done. It's over. Eris gets 1. That's a pity kill at this point. That is Party Astronauts dominating. Find the weak point from Strife, and Strife completely unable to adjust. We'll be back after this halftime break. Another strong first half for the Party Astronauts, and this one they did it the hard way, right? Strife had the early lead. They were building up the momentum, and then Party Astronauts just figured out where the Achilles heel was and abused it outside.
Oh, yeah, they did. And now Party Astronauts looks to keep up that cycle. Benleet is holding the ramp, and it's going to be a tough one, seeing as the full force of Strife is soon to bear down upon him. Utility, smoke, diffuse kit. He'll just look to fall away off that first bit of contact, and DJ playing around on the ladder, trying to help in this rotation. Benleet, he's gotten time to find a safe position here, but how many can he take down with him damage? A smoke to keep him safe, just wants to stay alive. His value is in survival, and they're investing so much to kill him, but with 2 HP, he will survive still. Bomb is down. John G, he has found 1, and he looks to push in for more, but there's trades still. Pwn alone on the ramp. Space created. Bomb is down, but look how many CTs. They are swimming upon this site, but the fight is good. Stamina and Strife back through. It's Pwn alone now alone on the site. He's already known, and Stamina will just need to close things out. Strife, grab the pistol.
Nicely done for Strife. I do want to contrast that setup to what happened in the first half pistol, right? That's the more traditional way to run a lower defense, right? Benleet still giving up the space, but he's shooting, he's fighting, slowing them down a little bit. Then, meanwhile, you get to pinch in. You get the players taking ramp. You get the players fighting back from decon. That's the pinch back in. Before, we saw the player in hell as opposed to ramp, and then they just kind of gave it up and then came all in from the same direction Strife did. So, interesting to see that contrast. Just if you're an observer of the game and you're wondering what was wrong about that first half pistol, that's a good illustration of how you more traditionally want to run it. Didn't work though. They didn't win the round, so at the end of the day, by hook or by crook, Strife win the pistol. That's what matters. Now we'll see if they can build.
Yeah, this force pipe pretty solid. Couple Galils that tends to work with. And on the other side, not so much for the Party Astronauts. Scout for Pwn alone, but he's eating some good damage. Does exchange the tag before he falls, but that's all he'll get. DJ up above, burning, needs to drop down, and needs so much damage for practically no gain. Benleet falls away. Cynic looks to contest, but in trouble is the IGL. They're soon to be upon him, but they're pausing for a moment, just holding on to this ramp control, waiting on the fade of the smoke. Benleet goes deeper. Does he tuck dark? Does he further himself all the way back to the blue box? That's the decision, and it could be the right call. Look at the HP. 1 shot with the Day Eek, and he could end this onto at least 2 lives, and you're right, the time, it's an issue. Jonji is here too. 20 seconds now, ticking down on the clock, but they take care of the first. Do they suspect Benley? He can make or break this round, and he gets cleared out, but he still finds a shot. Bomb, they're attempting to put it down, and they find him. 10 seconds now, bomb to be planted, and DJ alone. His HP already too far gone. There was a risk for a moment, but Strife hold it together.
That's a clincher of a round. Strife, big exhale here. Just the clock alone. So risky. Right? If Ben connects on that first player up on the catwalk, right? If he hits the bomb planter, I don't know how this one turns out. They didn't have the seconds to spare. If one kill comes through from the players flanking out ramp, I mean, this was very much on the edge of things. But again, Strife take it through, and this time they take it through with 4 alive as well, so they can have the bank build. They're going to be able to make a real run of this second half before the guns come out. It's a prime situation for them, actually. You'll see minimal investment into this round for the Party Astronauts. Shouldn't really have much of anything to work with here. And so, Strife should be able to bring this tied up.
They should. As DJ, he's got the only gun. Will position himself towards this upper site utility for the outside control, and an attempted push over towards the lobby. 3 players will take the trophy room, but how much more can they take off of that? Strife is already wrapping deep towards the CT spawn, and 6C will look to amble himself up towards the heavens. Is there a player looking to charge the ladder? Not quite yet, but there are folks below him, so 6C has to play this one a bit carefully, as the timing could be an issue. But he'll still sustain for now. Now gives away the position. Is the wrap going to come from down below? Surely he should be ready for it. And he is. Takes care of Cynic, but the damage has been done. We're into a 3 versus 3, and the HP is very low onto 6C. And he's trying to work his way on down. His teammate cleared the space to find a safe entrance towards the ramp room. They probably want to take this one down below. A rotation through secret. They're pausing. And that's information. It gives time for 6C to wrap his way back up through the ramp, but DJ, DJ is here, and he's hearing all of these footsteps.
Surprised they didn't put more of a premium on getting that gun. That had been dropped down. Oh, out in the open. Eris gets away with that one. 10 points of health. He's just limping through. Is he going to be able to scrape his way out? No, John, she punishes. How has this gotten so close? How has this gotten so risky? John G with just a USP no kit isn't going to be able to convert this round, but my goodness, have they made it expensive? Have they made it costly? And he's even going to slip away silently, I think specifically to try and keep these players closer towards the site. Where's the gun he's going to go looking for?
There's one outside garage. There's a plethora
of
bodies.
Oh, there is.
There is. Mac 10. You take those. Oh, does he wrap back in and try and finish this job? He might just.
He's going to try and make
He's going for
money.
it.
Might
He's
as well
trying it.
He doesn't want
the money would be great, but does not quite get it on through. So 9-9. Strife tie us up.
There we go. All right. Tied score line. Not a crazy bank built because of some of those casualties, but they've got cash. They've got a little cushion to invest into. This would be a huge round for Strife. If they can convert here, take that first gun round. It's not really a bonus because they lost so many bodies, so you've got the rifles up here. Then you've really got the chance to run. You got the room to rumble. That's a nice early nade. And outside, who's giving them the fight? It's Jonji. It was a nuisance for them in the first half. They'll do a ton of damage, but that's all unconfirmed. And a player down secret means that there should be an adjustment coming through here from the Party Astronauts, and Ben Leap is going to be exactly that.
He'll just wait for now and keep himself on top of the scaffolding utility. Moved on over to the hands of Stamina. They're committing this one, but taking their time. On this lower site is Strife. The door. It's been taken on open, so Benley has a few extra angles to worry about. A smoke will allow the cross over towards the control room. if they want it, but they're still waiting. Pwn alone is an issue here. Sixy has to be the man to take care of him in the drop down. That should have been heard. Sixy should begin his wrap, and Benleet needs to anchor on this site. He's taking down the first and needs to pick up another. He's done it. That's the bomb on the floor for now, but the trade finally comes through for Joel's. They've waited too long. Sixy did not drop down. Instead, he elected to stay, and that's now punished. 30 seconds, though. There's time for a rotation.
They're going to do it.
But Cynic.
But they're doing it slow. They're trying to fake this? 20 seconds. He's going to have to go for the vent. There's still a player up here. They are putting a lot of faith that there's nobody here. Cynic has to deal with the mini player. He's got him. This round's over. 7 seconds. You can't do it. You can't go back up. It's just got to be the save for Slight. They're not going to be able to win this. Party Astronauts will maintain their lead. They will defend it. And Slight, fortunately, isn't going to get chased down here because that would have stung if he died after timer.
That is a tough round for Strife to be losing. Early on, they had so much map to control to work with. Ramp room was established. They left 60 up there to try and deal with any flanks, and they had themselves full control of Secret. Were ready to catapult onto the site, but they paused, waited to see if Party Astronauts would re-push on in, and by the time that push came, 60 isolated, ramp room controlled, and the bomb never even has a chance to get on site, much less get itself fully down, and the position it was dropped to, like, sure, it was recovered, but things get risky. They'll go for it again, though. Take this space in Secret. Jonji is in close, and he hears this. With the smoke holding his vision, he'll have to wait. Oh, no, he's been spotted. Surely he doesn't get away with this. Surely he doesn't get away with this. He has a flash, a smoke, and Jonji is alive, but just for a moment. They'll finish the job.
I was going to say, that wallbang is actually really ineffective. You can see it there. He's taking the digs, and it's just doing nothing. But he does get chased out eventually, so there's a kill for free. It's nicely done from Strife. Getting that early pick outside. Ben Lee, once again, going to have to put in some serious work on this lower side. This time, at least, he's got a crossfire with the ramp player. And once he get aggressive on it, they're going to go for the double peek in towards control. Pwn alone. That drops the bomb. Uh-oh. He's got it early. They're trying to wrap upon him, but Ben Lee doesn't care. He's going to shut you down. Advantage found for the Party Astronauts. There's a late lurk coming in towards ramp. 6C could ruin this round for the Party Astronauts. He wants this headshot. Got to be a bit careful on it. He does have DJ, but that just evens out the scoreline. 6C coming through. Fighting that even. That's bold, and it works out for him. Allows Slight back into the angle. Well played. Now it's all on Cynic, who was waiting to make sure they couldn't get up the vent, just like last round. They've heard him Thunderfoot, and they know where he's coming from. He's going to have to try the 1v2. I know he's been spotted as well. Molotov in to clear out those double doors. Not going to be able to do much with it. He wants to go through it. That's bold. And he pays the blood price for it. This one really shouldn't be viable. Going to have to delete the Opera and an aggro peek against him. Knows the gun barrel's there, but 6C still manages to find the timing on him. And that'll be an even scoreline once more, 10-10. What's the money like for the CT side? It's not good.
Vent exploitation. Not quite there. And that proved to be an issue because the player guarding over towards that upper site ends up late. The lurk works wonders. And Strife, well, they're doing the same thing the Party Astronauts did to them. Abusing outside. Party Astronauts, they want to turn that one around. They've sent 4 players to contest this area of the map, and they'll play within the smoke. On alone. Oh, just on the fringes. Taps away with the USP. But he won't find anything more. They may have done enough to scare Strife off of this, at least for now. And they've gotten players in a bit more an aggressive position. At least for Pwn alone now. He'll have to re-tuck. Jonji was just the MP9. Can't really contest if this one does head towards Secret, but the bomb, not looking to take that direction.
The one thing you got to be a bit nervous for Strife in this round is the clock. Provided they leave themselves enough time, this should be fine. But we have seen the tendency to sometimes let that clock run down just a smidge bit. Jonji getting 2 kills. Makes life a bit more interesting here, but it's just USPs and a single Deke remaining against them. Oh no, out of bullets there. Pwn alone can't see that one through, and that's going to be the round converted. Somebody's lost, but nothing that money can't paper on over. Strife taking 11th.
And now the investment will come back through for the party astronauts. The heavy outside presence, it was enough to dissuade a similar play down towards Secret. We'll have to see how they contend with that on their rifle round. No op for Pwn alone. So maybe we'll try something a little different. This one's faster from stamina early on. He smokes it off. Does he go for the vent drop or does he charge straight on through? Plays within it for now. They want to take this one towards upper, and it works for one at least. The trades keep it even though. DJ up above. There's still one on the site, and now into a 2 versus 2. But the Heaven player has been taken down, and Pwn alone, well, it's just him. 60's damaged, and Slight has the AWP, but Slight, does he hold for the right line? Not yet. Player spotted. They seem to have a read, but Pwn alone, he has walked past it. He has walked in so deep. He knows where that planter is, but 60 faster on the swing. The timing eludes him. So Strife now take this one to 12. The expedited pace working wonders.
It's funny, this feels so much like the first half, and that so many of these rounds are coming down to the 2v2s, and again, Strife is able to take these through. A lot of these close, contentious rounds are working out for Strife. There's a Nova out on the field, which is going to be interesting. Where's Bentley taking this? Getting aggressive by Trophy, and there's players coming this way. Okay. Give him a chance on the Nova. Let's see it. Let's see the Nova skills. My body's ready.
Oh, come on.
Give me a Nova clip. Give me a Nova clip.
He's ready for it. He spots it. The Nova sucks. It is so bad. 9 damage.
Well,
that's it.
So, here's the thing, right? Most of his pellets missed. He whiffs. The Nova giveth. The Nova taketh away.
Imagine if he had a Mag 7.
It's over then. XM? There's not even a player surviving. There's one player drop. Gun can be found by the shutters. This could get messy. CZ's chasing. Oh, it's getting wild. It's getting weird. Not weird enough, though.
Let alone, he likes to get weird, though. Get a little funky with just a pistol in his hands. Where the T's taking this one. Slight is clearing all the space in the world. He's ran himself towards upper. Pwn alone will take the vent. Who is to hold for him? Is it already broken? Questions for him. He'll just hold. Is he just going to try and be a vent demon, or is he charging out? He goes up, and he goes straight back down. 13 for Strife.
Now, there were guns down. Maybe Pwn alone could have gone looking for one of those rifles, but obviously they've got plenty of money here, so it's not a huge concern for the party astronauts. This round, though, is... They're going to empty the bank. They're going to go all the way in. They've got the op as well. I'm curious to see if they put that op outside, because John G, it's been a little hit or miss outside. He's gotten some of his, and he's also gotten got. So if you shift it around, if you bring the AWP here instead, no, they're not going to do that. It will be John G outside instead. The op's playing ramp, moving towards lower, maybe going for a secret peek. That could be the antidote, but at least for now, for Strife, it's a full lobby hold. That's all the presence. They're going to go for the fast outside play. Player on top of Hook could shut some of this down, but he only goes 1 for 1. Heaven player gets something, and there we go. Mini presence from John G. DJ swinging from Heaven. There's the shutdown. Bombs on the ground, and Strife are locked out of the site, at least for now. Once these smoke fades toward the mini, they're really going to need to make this work. They do have another set of smokes. They can re-smoke. But they're hoping to get a kill back here. Something, anything to guide their hands in this round, because it's not looking good.
No, it's not. Slight. Oh, does he get checked on this angle? John G's hopping up. John G knows. John G ready.
There's no way they expect a player to
They're
be on
waiting.
top of that.
Boost up.
So many times. Oh,
they're gonna
but
clear it though. Oh,
no.
No. John G spots it. Slight has to re-rack on the weapon, and he's missed the opportunity. That is disastrous. The moment was there. The critical venture. If that shot hits, maybe we live in a different world. But in reality, Party Astronauts able to take their 11th. And that was the crucial round. That was a swing round for their economy. They do it pretty convincingly in shutting down a faster A play. And now they have options. They've struck Strife down to just 2 rifles and techs.
It's actually wild how depleted their bank is, considering how many players survive.
I mean, the rounds were just so close. When you kill 3 on a USP round.
Even this one just shows how brutal that CT economy is. Now, yeah, fast playing towards ramp. Ben Lee brutalizing it. Ponalone goes for one more. He'll get chased down, but no, it's not happening here. Not here, not
Okay.
now. Slight couple of kills, but just a couple. Bomb can be retrieved. It's no big problem. No, it can't. Never mind. All right, so that's an expensive reinvestment, but still, Party Astronauts bring it within one.
But it's a reinvestment that will happen in the end. Strife, what are we looking at for the
Tex.
investment here?
Tex.
Tex?
No bomb
Not
plant.
going all the way into this, yeah. Bomb plant was the make or break. So, I'll keep with this. Slight hero rifle, though. They tried this a couple times back on their CT side. Now we get a look at it here on the T side of the map. Where's the hero rifle headed? For now, it's staying back passive. Bait those Deck 9s. Try and find those trade frags. Hope you can get guns over for your teammates. As it's another look towards this upper site. That's just a smoke spam. Jonji is so good at those.
He has a really good feel outside.
Yeah.
Once he starts to get your rhythm, he's a nightmare to deal with. DJ chasing this kill in, locking it down by Squeaky, and that's going to be clean for the Party Astronauts. Now the eco is built up. They've tied the scoreline. They've got a buy in reserve, which gives you so much extra comfort as a CT side, and they're going to be able to battle for all of these remaining rounds. Strife had so much momentum, but it has come to an abrupt halt. That's just kind of how it works here on Nuke sometimes. As soon as that CT eco gets its feet under it, it's tough to overcome. So they need a big cracker of a round. Realistically, they need 2 in a row. And we're coming to the waning moments of this game. Round 27. Queued up. Coming down the pipe. A little bit of a pause here to discuss what they want to do. I'd imagine that came from Strife.
Yeah.
It did indeed.
I'm glad to see an NA team taking tactical timeouts. I'm glad to see two NA teams that will take them.
You've just been watching a lot of Choco Check. They don't do it so
Yeah,
much. They even
yeah.
called a timeout last night, man.
They did. I mean, honestly, Choco Check, they're growing. You'll have to see it for them.
Evolving.
Maybe that's a little too much to say. But back into this round, Jonji will try and get some tomfoolery with the spam again. I don't know if that was bullets to connect or a nade instead. I believe it was to take Joel's down to 47. Pone alone. This is an angle he's yet to play. And it might just work out. Joel's peeking into it. He has a flash. Does he use it? Pone alone. Oh, he's ready. Shaking on the crosshair. A little dance on the other side is outside. Jonji's still up top. Party Astronauts have no reason to push this. Jonji has given them enough information, and Pone alone's aggressive position is good too. And now the smokes have faded. Jonji's ready on this cross, and they line up. He takes both. Yeah, back away. You don't know about Pone alone. You have to fight the monster you can see. And it's Jonji in the back lines. Does finally get traded, but it's a 4v3. The timer's already ticked down so far, but at least there's map control to work with towards outside. But the thing is, it's contained. It is quarantined off. There's still Pone alone down below if you want to rush secret. There's still a heavy force in the upper site. It looks like off 60's position and that maybe they want to take this one up towards A, but DJ, the angle through the floor, takes it, and Benlead is here too. This is disastrous. 60 now alone. He's making so much noise, and Benlead will find it. Party Astronauts reclaiming their lead.
Another strong round here for the Party Astronauts. Jonji's really come alive in the second half, perhaps to expectation, right? But being a nuisance outside. Doing a great job of it as well. That round, they line up for him. The crack of the little blue box just works out. So now Deco, very little behind it. No util. They're just going to try and get this done with the Deagles. Eris will not be able to. First one to falter. We're not looking for much to come out of this round. It's going to be disappointing for Strife that they have so little to try and keep their opponent off a series point. It's been a really good game, to be quite frank, here on Nuke. Much more competitive, certainly, the scoreline shows, than what we saw on Inferno. But here at the end of the day, they're just not going to have the firepower to try and fight for this round.
No. Slight. Does he get one more? Not going to happen. So, we find ourselves in the final 2 rounds of regulation. The 29th is what Strife has to fight for. They have a strong buy. Will be able to get the op if they want it for Slight, and they'll invest into it. What's the play? Their main consistent key to success was down towards secret, but the adaptation from the Party Astronauts was put the AWP there. put Ponalone in that position, and they never spotted that out, but it's not the same play this time. Instead, Ponalone will hold inside. Do they want to take this one towards upper? There are choices. They're pumping the brakes for now, but Pone is established well on this line.
To do this lobby hold, the question is, can Jules win the fight outside? Because if you can, you get a lot more options for what you want to do. But they put him on an island. He's going to tuck under the Schmallow. And Ponalone's going to strike on the first. That's 60 down for the count.
The boost?
I don't mind the idea. Bentley's just not giving them the fight for it. And now he's just going to give up. As soon as he hears presence, he gives up the space. He goes down towards lower. He knows, play the numbers game. You've got the advantage here. There's no reason to force it here.
But the fight outside, Jules won it. John G's down, so we're into a 4v4, but look at the HP. Jules got dinked in the Endeavor, and DJ, he's aware that there's a possibility of a wrap up towards heaven. And he's holding forward. Strife. Does he see the legs? Oh, yeah, DJ does. Takes the first, and he's ready. Towards the outside? No. Looks the wrong direction, so Stamina down below finds a trade, but look at Benley. This is huge. He's re-clearing the space outside, and towards upper, Cynic still holds. Ponalone too. AWP spots out the first. Even if he only gets one here on the cross, it's good enough. Joel's hunting, though. And the op, he's scoped up, not traded. Now he will be. Cynic takes it. Benley in position. The bomb plant coming through the nade. Too late to deny, but still, it deals damage. Quite a lot of it. And the retake a possibility, but the post plant, it's all right. Slide up towards heaven with that AWP. Has to support stamina in some way. But now both the players are spotted still. The frag comes through, and there's absolutely zero utility for Cynic. He just has to bait this out, sneak this forward, and isolate stamina. He's on the right angle, but he cannot find the shot. So, Strife. They keep it alive.
They hang on. We're going the full 30. One more try for the Party Astronauts to shut this down. Plenty of money to reinvest. Zero concern in that regard. Oh, man. Strife able to bring it through. DJ getting caught. Not expecting too many players under him. That's really where this round swings, right?
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't fight there, even if he just survives, it's such a nightmare scenario for Strife. But that opens the door just a crack. And they're going to try and bully their way through. Try and bring us into overtime. Try and add some more rounds onto this one before they let it go into that good night. Again, the lobby hold. This time, even further back is Joel's outside, expecting maybe some sort of response from John G. I'm sure he's frustrated about losing that outside fight. The classic M4 versus AK battle. You dink him, but you don't get the kill.
Same boost again. And this time, Benley being a bit more proactive. Most of these rounds, he's just been playing the drop away. This time, he goes early to the off angle, just mollies it to keep safe, and a molly will force him to fight. Benley has to take this one. Does he have utils to support? Not available to throw, but he has a teammate. It's Pone alone. AWP will strike for one, but the trade is there. Now Benley, he's created enough of reactionary gap to be allowed to use the smoke, or just to be allowed to run. He takes it all the way back down to the site, but Jolt, he didn't need to take the outside duel this time. John G backed away. So now he's made his way deep through secret, and no one is directly watching for it. The opening, they seem to think it's up towards A. Still two players are holding here. It's going to be DJ. Just above him, it's Cynic in support and 6C. Walking forward ever slowly. Space being retaken down below. Party Astronauts know this one is coming above, but that timing, oh, it's cataclysmic. And it's an opening of two. Cynic was only able to get one, so this retake, it is challenging to say the least. But John G, he has just charged forward and found one. 6C does trade on back, but Benley, this clutch is so doable. The bomb is being planted. There is time to get it down. There's only one flash for Benley to get this done. He'll go up towards heaven. Jules expects it. Does he just charge forward, take the swing? He takes the fight and wins it. But does he know about 6C? In all that, did he spot him? Where you have so many different angles. The HP advantage, it's with Ben, and he's got it. Has the time, has the defuse, and the Party Astronauts take the series 2-0.
What a bold maneuver. Make sure you get enough time for that defuse there, Ben. A little bit of celebration coming in.
Yeah.
Huge clutch from the in-game leader in the 1v2. A tough position, and he tops the board on that map. 28-20 is Ben Lee, pacing his team. An incredible performance from Ben. An incredible game from the Party Astronauts. That one was much more competitive from Strife. I'm so happy to see that, right? But still,